Go, you can't get some fire feels good. Cool. Huh?
Sugar, one man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump, rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be just to step is dead. Snooze or won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chill. My jewelry the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel.
Can you see it? Can you see it? Hello?
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. Two chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way.
But I don't think they're good.
I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made it put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. Be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room.
You seen the mask?
Every time I'm through.
The one that you got me?
So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get
I like it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is mad.
Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. They had a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
I never played in this area.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
High throw, but the catch is made. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down. First down, Mahomes rolling to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit.
They're going to challenge it.
Here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've done.
Oh yeah. That's out. We might get away with it, though.
On to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that loop.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 26 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, who was the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, as most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 34 yards there and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make line. Chiefs working their way back out here on offense, and probably a good thing, really. Their camp has been relatively quiet. Everybody knows what they have coming back. Maybe some question about their running game. It's a team that has had a bell cow in the past. You think way back to Christian Okoye, the days of Priest Holmes. We'll see how the running game works out this year, Charles.
Can I go way, way back? Mike Garrett running the football for them. Joe Delaney, who was the Rookie of the Year and lost him, unfortunately, in a swimming accident. But Andy Reid has hinted this summer he's going to take the dreaded running back by committee approach. You have Damian Williams, who's a force down the stretch, slowed a little bit by hamstring troubles in camp. Carlos Hyde on his 4th team in 2 years, but what a bruiser inside. And Darrell Williams has been around. Darwin Thompson, 6th-rounder. Even Tremont Smith, who they converted from corner, he's going to carry the ball a little bit, too, in the preseason.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flush to his right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Kelsey, such a valuable the last 4 seasons, 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Oh, they didn't call it. Bro, they didn't call it, bro. His whole foot was out. Bro, his whole foot was out of bounds.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Pass. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mahomes firing complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 31 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Browns offense working their way back out here, Charles. And one thing is already for sure about these Browns. They're not going to lack for storylines. You think about this. So this team has not had a winning record since George W. Bush was president. Was 0-16 2 years ago. And now they're not just getting playoff buzz. They're getting Super Bowl buzz.
Well, partner, it shows what getting the right quarterback to lead your franchise can do for you, because Baker Mayfield has taken that city, and I would dare say the league, by storm, and played awfully well as a rookie. Should have been the starter right from week 1. Add in Odell Beckham Jr., no doubt this team's going to be fiery. And let's not overlook Jarvis Landry. He plays with passion now on the perimeter. I think the division's down a little bit. Could be theirs for the taking, but they'll still have to battle Pittsburgh and Baltimore if they want to make that jump.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get out.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say... No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
They tripping. Let me see this. Last one. Oh, why did I step so far?
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself. But he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we run into 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he gets this inside. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll roll him out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Oh no, you seen that? Look at this helmet to helmet. Love that smack.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns get a score closer. Joseph now to have the PAT.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. But not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second.
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Service.
3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Patrick Mahomes. I could throw 15 yards farther than that other pass. Alright. So I'm faster too.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Yeah, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game.
I was waiting till he got right there. And his accuracy is perfect with the X factor. Oh, the defense. His hand went straight through the ball. Oh. Wait, did it? It did. That should have been complete. He held on to that. Is that Ward? Yeah.
It's going to take a lot of effort, so maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 19 yards away. And the Browns get a score closer.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Steps away. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mahomes now to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 30. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Escaping the pressure right. On the comebacker, complete. That's Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Finding Harris over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Mayfield now. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The kick by Joseph is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, You see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation.
Well, what he you?
Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Here's Mahomes to throw, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Trying to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed him.
Super toe.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the... drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now here's Mahomes out to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Ooh, it stinks. My feet. I been smelled it.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Steps away. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds.
That's a touchdown. Bruh. He hit the ball on his head. Are you serious? Come on.
Right
I
there.
did that.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joe Schobert charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Disaster there, a huge loss. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this depth...
charge my phone. It's that one. I don't know. Charging on what? That. Take that out. I don't know. I need a PS Plus because Caleb keep inviting me.
Get out of there. Chelsea's scared, huh? You ain't she?
Let him ask.
Get your ass, dude.
You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
All they did was come up in their room, and they looked at me. All they did was look at me.
On third down, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Come on, let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make him, that's caught at the 25. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes being chased. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
there's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 16 yards, a first down.